Well, when I had my conversation with God experience, it was very, very clear to me that there was no other purpose that I could embrace or step into other than the purpose of sending to the rest of the world the information I had received.
I knew probably from the age of 5 that I wanted to write.
I didn't know this was my purpose. And I didn't have a calling either, because we don't have anybody that calls us. If one believes in synchronicity, there could have been some synchronicity involved. That one thing led to the next. So what needs to be done? Well, we don't know until we wake up and look around and look carefully and listen carefully.
If you listen to your soul, if you just stop.
Really understand your value. That there is no other person on the planet just like you, never has been, never will be. You are wonderfully made and you are special.
There are certain times in our lives that cause us to stop and think, why am I here? What is life all about? What is my purpose in life? Maybe you've just graduated from school, or you've been let go from a job, or you've decided that you are dissatisfied with the work that you're doing. Maybe the kids have gone off to school and you're left with an empty nest. Or maybe you're facing retirement and are not sure what to do with this extra time on your hands. Or maybe this has been a question that's been nagging at you for years, but you don't know where to go to get the answer. What is my purpose? Discover how sacred Vedic knowledge, more than 5,000 years old, can help you find your life purpose. And on the way, uncover the secret to your uniqueness. But why is it so essential for us to understand our unique place in this world? And what will happen if we don't? Well, let me start with one of my favorite quotes from Ralph Waldo Emerson that perfectly sums up what I mean. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. We all have roles that we play in this lifetime, and we have jobs to do that need to be done. But these roles we play and the work we do is not what our purpose in life is all about. In Vedic philosophy, our purpose is called our Dharma. Our Dharma helps us to learn exactly who we are with all of our unique qualities. When we are in our Dharma, time flies. We feel happy and alive, and we know who we really are. This uniqueness that defines you also defines your purpose. According to ancient Vedic knowledge, everyone has a Dharma, a purpose that drives them, that drives you to move forward, to learn, to grow. And it's a part of the life process to figure out what this Dharma is and to use it to the best of our ability to help and serve as well as we can. Now, some of us are born knowing what our Dharma is. A friend of mine's brother knew he wanted to be a dancer when he grew up and eventually star in a Broadway musical in New York. He told me this when he was only 7 years old. For the next 20 years, this purpose dictated all that he did, all the choices he made, and even what he did on weekends and vacations. But his hard work, dedication, and his passion for dance finally paid off. He's now the lead in an amazing Broadway play and adored by critics for his flawless performances. He knew who he was and what he was meant to do the whole time. The best part is that he's happy and fulfilled. Unfortunately, not everyone is so lucky, not even me. I remember even at a young age having that feeling that there was something I was supposed to do, some reason for me to be alive, some purpose that I had to fulfill. But I didn't have any idea what that was. People told me to follow my passion, but I had lots of passions, many interests. So I went to psychics and career counselors and even therapists. I would ask them, what is my purpose? They all gave me the same answer. You have to figure that out for yourself. But how? I would ask. And they didn't know. Looking back now, I think that those people couldn't give me an answer because they didn't have an answer for themselves. Most of us have no clue why we are here. We have no idea what we want to do. Even after school and university, even after we've started earning money and are married, I get at least 10 emails every week from people asking me to help them find their purpose. And that's why I developed the Dharma Experience program. After many jobs, many life experiences, some missed opportunities and regrets, some successes, and many lessons learned, I found the answer in the ancient Vedic texts. Without knowing our Dharma, we will always feel dissatisfied and frustrated. As you can imagine, this is something that is very dangerous for us, for our spiritual and our physical selves. To avoid or disregard our Dharma is the easiest way to get stuck in the ignorance and nonsense that is all around us, vying for our attention, that will eventually consume our individuality and destroy our purpose. On this path, there is only unhappiness and unfulfilled ambitions and a life of misery. You can easily avoid this outcome by doing this quick 30-second exercise tonight before going to sleep. When you lie in your bed, think of all that you have done today, all that you have achieved, and all that you have experienced. How does it make you feel? Anything short of complete and total blissful happiness should definitely concern you. It means that you are still searching for your Dharma. This journey that you have embarked upon starts right at the beginning, when you were born. And over time, your experiences begin to define who you are. Use the Dharma experience as your guide on this soul-searching journey and emerge triumphant and Dharma ready. These are ancient tools for self-discovery and self-fulfillment. Hi, I'm Lisa Coffey, and all I want is to guide you to your Dharma in life through the help of the Dharma Experience program. But why should you listen to me? Who am I? I'm an Ayurvedic lifestyle and relationship expert and an author. My work is a blend of ancient wisdom and modern style that has received accolades from my peers like Deepak Chopra and Sean Robinson. I'm also a life coach, tapping into my vast knowledge of Ayurveda, Feng Shui, aromatherapy, hypnotherapy, and other ancient philosophies to come up with positive solutions for contemporary challenges. I've appeared frequently on television and radio, and I've contributed to many national publications with an Ayurvedic approach to modern day issues. But beyond all this, I am also an ardent follower of the Vedic philosophy of Dharma. I see how people change when they know their Dharma, when they live their Dharma. This not only helps us, it helps to make the world a better place. It's not so much about what we do as it is about how we do it. And I see so many great examples of people around me living their Dharma, having that feeling of fulfillment and helping others at the same time. How can I not believe? How can I not share this secret with you? My grandmother was the perfect example of a bhakta. She poured love into everything she did. She cooked with love and loved to feed her children and grandchildren. I remember so many times sitting around her kitchen table, eating homemade apple strudel or slurping alphabet soup. The warmth I felt just being in a place where I knew I was totally welcomed and loved and perfectly safe is something I carry with me still today. Through the Dharma experience, I want you to unravel which paths call to your soul, and in turn, see the benefits not just for yourself, but also for those around you, those you love and cherish. Don't think of the Dharma experience as a tool to unearth your life purpose and be done with it. Take it as a roadmap towards understanding the uniqueness that is you and carry it forward to live a life of fulfillment and prosperity. To live your Dharma and gain freedom from our earthly attachments is the ultimate goal. And in the end, don't you just want to be happy and content? So, what is your Dharma, your purpose in life? When I talk about Dharma, it's vital that you understand that Each one of us has an individual purpose, a unique mission in this world. We must think of each path that we take as a bridge that brings us from a limited understanding of who we think we are to a greater awareness of our uniqueness and ourself. These paths help us to perceive and express our Dharma through love, work, knowledge, and meditation. In the Bhagavad Gita, there are 4 paths we can take to find our Dharma, our purpose for being on this earth. But the end destination of each path is always the same: freedom, liberation, enlightenment, or awareness. How we get there is another matter entirely. The 4 paths are bhakti, karma, jnana, and raja. Actually, bhakti, karma, jnana, and raja are known as yogas. I know we've come to think of yoga as a form of fitness in the West, just a way to work up a sweat and all that, but yoga is so much more than that. The philosophy of yoga encompasses our whole lives. It shares with us our most innermost secrets, the ones we don't even know we have, and lays bare who we are and shows us the kind of person we are capable of being. How is something like yoga supposed to tell you what to do and who you are? Well, each path draws a certain kind of person towards it. Our personality plays a big part in this. As I said before, our destination is always the same: to be free of all the ties that bind us, the fear that rules us, the work that distresses us, and the mind that imposes its insanity on us. Actually, at various stages in our lives, we are pulled towards each of the different yogas. It depends on where we are at in our lives and what stage or age we might be going through that also comes into play. Bhakti yoga is the path of love and devotion. Karma yoga is the path of work and service. Jnana yoga is the path of knowledge. And Raja yoga is the path of meditation. If you love to spend your time volunteering, you will easily find yourself on the path of karma yoga. The open-hearted love that all new parents feel for their perfect little innocent baby is the perfect example of bhakti yoga. Serious students in the pursuit of knowledge in college and universities will feel most comfortable on the path to jnana yoga. And if you find yourself drawn to the workings of the mind and meditation, Raja yoga is the path you should follow. So which yoga do you feel you most identify with right now? Your journey to finding your Dharma is a 4-lane freeway, and you're barreling down it full speed. What do you do? Imagine you're driving on a 4-lane freeway. All lanes or paths on the freeway lead to the same destination. The 4 lanes are bhakti, karma, jnana, and raja, of course. As we travel along this freeway, we can switch lanes at any time. But even though we can change lanes as much as we want, there's always one lane that we favor, one lane where we spend most of our time. The path that we're so fond of is actually our Dharma. And eventually, as we spend more and more time on this path, we start to live our Dharma and begin to express our Dharma with everything we think, say, and do. Through the Dharma Experience, I want to help you find your purpose by showing you the path you most favor and fortify you with the tools you will need to decipher your Dharma. I can guarantee that it will open up a life filled with meaning and fulfillment. How do you know you're in your Dharma? Well, you meet these conditions. 1, you're learning and growing. 2, you're expressing your unique talents. And 3, you're helping others in some way. Now, doesn't that sound amazing? This is possible for all of us. Yes, this is possible for you. This journey of a lifetime will change everything. Begin your voyage of self-discovery right now. It really is the journey that matters, not the destination. And as I said before, through our lives we will follow each of the paths in turn. You'll be a bhakti yogi, a karma yogi, a jnana yogi, and a raja yogi. You'll feel unconditional love, do selfless work, You'll thirst to know more and cry out for some peace of mind. Through it all, this program, the Dharma Experience, and my expertise will be your guiding force to support and encourage you on your dharmic path. If you've ever felt lost or unsure, you know exactly how terrifying it can be. Take this perfect opportunity to not just live a more fulfilled and joyful life, but to share and enrich the lives of those you love and cherish. In the end, it's what we do that defines us, and our actions speak louder than any words can. In the end, don't you want to be free? Important. This program is not just for those seeking to find their life purpose. It's for anyone who has ever questioned his or her place in this world, for anyone who is lost, anyone who wants to know more about themselves. And it is the ideal program to discover what ignites your fire, what fuels your passion. You can practice your Dharma anywhere, no matter what your occupation. The Dharma Experience is an incredible journey of self-awareness and an insightful guide to living a life with meaning immediately. It's the perfect program for anyone who needs to realign themselves with the universe and their Dharma, be it you or anyone else. It's never too late to discover the answer to one of the most important life questions. What is my purpose? Namaste.